It's exactly 11:35 p.m. and I want to practice makeup. Now I'm going to be unbagging things that has been in my heart, things that I have always wanted to say, especially about the new tax law, and then Gen Z employees, and basically I'm just going to be yapping. Let's get into it. As a business owner in Nigeria, especially if you run a service-based business or your business requires electricity, I'm sorry, your whole revenue, your profit, everything will enter inside fuel. And I'm not even joking, because for this Nigeria, to see lights now one's view. Let's not even talk about content creators. We'll come to that. Now, for you to, run your business with NEPA lights, it's almost impossible. It's like mission impossible. All of us, they pay NEPA bill. I pay NEPA bill for my house and then where my shop is located at. I was going through my expenses for 2025 and I discovered something. I spent over 4.2 million naira on fuel, just on fuel. Now back to the tax. I'm still trying to, study the whole thing, how it's going to work in Nigeria. But I honestly feel it's not fair. It's not fair one bit, especially for business owners, because we are buying fuel, we are paying rent, and rent is not even cheap. Rent is not even cheap. I got a new store recently, and I know how much I pay just agent fee. Like if you want to get a new shop right now, you have to pay 20% of the shop rent to agents. They call it agent fee, 20%. Now you have to do all these things inside that same business money, and we will still pay tax. All right. I honestly want to reserve my comments until I go through the whole tax thing and understand it very well. But like I said, I still stand on my word and I will say what I said. It is not fair. It is not fair for business owners. The government is not even providing loan. Like you can't start a business in Nigeria and say you're going to take loan from the bank or from the government. You have to work very hard, save up money and start a business. And then when you start up a business, you need to buy fuel, you buy supplies, you pay employees, and then now you also pay tax. I think there are some things I'm even leaving out. And then about content creating, I think content creation is a business. But then again, I'm paying tax as a content creator. I am paying tax because last time I recently worked with a brand and they removed 18,000 naira for tax from my money. 18,000 naira. But guess what? Throughout the whole shoot, throughout the whole filming process, I used for now Jane, I used shoot all the content. So you can imagine why pay tax for the same country. Like nothing is working and we're paying tax. And we know as Niger people, we ourselves, we know that nothing is still going to work. They are not going to do anything. The government might not even provide lights, nothing. Now let's talk about employees in Nigeria. I don't even know where to start from, but hey God, this one is going to be long, but I'll try to make it short. In Nigeria, every employee is feeling entitled. Like they feel they are supposed to share a certain percentage with you. You will get the business. They feel you're supposed to give them at least 60-40 from the business, from your business where you use your money starts. I started working with people in 2024 and honestly, I saw shaggy. Shege bromas. I'm a very emotional person, very, very emotional. So when I employed my first employee, I was too nice, too kind, too understanding. I was overlooking so many things. And the reason was because I've been through what he was going through as a then. He had nowhere to sleep, he had no parents. He basically said he was an orphan. So there was nobody to sign shorty or anything for him. And that was my first mistake. That was my first mistake. Because he said he had nowhere to sleep, I said, no problem, it's fine. You can be sleeping in my shop. And most times I was even feeding him. Well, let me say, I was basically feeding him. But then, to cut long story short, he was stealing from me. Like most times, customer would, give him something to iron or maybe give him clothes. He would secretly iron them, wash them, send it out without my notice. And when I noticed it, I asked him to leave my shop immediately. Like I sacked him and I asked him to pack his bags and leave. That was the first lesson I had to learn in business, working with people for the first time. And then after he left, I employed three more persons. That's three boys. And this is where the problem started from. My worst mistake or something I regret doing was trying to be nice again. I was getting them perfumes, essential things they needed, basic needs like perfumes, their slippers, I give them money to barb their hair. And I was thinking maybe if I'm nice to them workers, they are going to be nice to me, they are going to carry my business on their head. That was not true. That was another mistake. And most times, out of emotion, like I want to support them because they are hustling, I increase their salary, and then they felt like maybe they were working too much, so they deserved it. But this was me being nice, being kind, being understanding as per good boss. Amongst the three of them, one was actually a good person because he understands business. And to cut the long story short again, the first worker started misbehaving. He started taking numbers from customers without bringing them back to the store because he was actually a pickup and delivery guy. So whenever I asked him, okay, where's the number of this person that called you? He'll be like, his phone is not always on. And I'll be like, send me the number. Wahala. Okay. The second one ruined, I think, two different customers' clothes, and I had to pay 80,000 naira as a then for the clothes. And he was supposed to work and pay that money back because it was his carelessness that ruined those clothes. This guy came to me, said his grandmother died, and that I should help him with at least 15,000 so he can travel. When after the burial, he's going to come back and work for the money. He was so calm, and I mean, you would even think he was saying the truth. I gave this boy that money. I gave him 3 days off. You can go. To cut the long story short again, after 3 days, I was calling him repeatedly, countless times. He wasn't picking. So I was already fed up. It was already here. I was fed up. So I just had to allow it. He should just go. He should go, carry the problem and go. And then I sacked the other guy. And that was when I realized that I am too nice to manage a business. I needed somebody that is strict, that would manage my business for me. And that was the reason why I took out time to, look for a manager. I handed over everything to him. Let me be honest with you. I don't communicate with my clients. I don't communicate with my workers. He handles everything. And honestly, that was what I have been looking for. So that was how I started focusing on my strength. I'm an entrepreneur and he can manage business very well. So why should I try so hard? And right now I am no longer a nice person. I am a kind person. I dey use my brain before I use my heart when it comes to business. And as a business owner, I would honestly advise that you focus on your strengths as a business owner more than you focus on your weakness. Focus on your strength. The thing where say you sabi do, put your strength inside there, do am. And the one where sabi do, hire somebody if possible, pay somebody if it's going to make your life easier. And I've worked with just two girls, and there's no way I am going to yap this whole yapping and not leave advice for the girls. I want you to know this. Not be everybody could build business. No be everybody could build business. Business is not for everybody, basically. Trust me, 90% of the business owners in Nigeria actually worked for people. They served people. Some people served for 8, 9 years. Some people worked for people for 5, 6, 7 years, 10 years before they could actually start up their own business. So I don't know where this whole motivation of don't work for any company. You're giving them your time. You're doing, oh, Jesus Christ. My dear, if you have a 9 to 5 job that is paying you, paying your bills, please keep that job. Keep the job, because you're going to start a business when you don't even have any idea of how to run a business. You have no single idea on how to run a business. You want to go and start a business based off the motivation you saw online, and I'm very sorry for you. In short, I'm sorry for you in advance. And to business owners, maybe you're just starting a business and you're planning on employing people to work for you. You see the mistakes where I just tell you say I go through, or the mistakes where I make. Don't repeat them. You don't have to be nice to your workers. Like, you can be kind, you can be considerate when necessary, but you don't have to be nice. You don't have to do something out of what you said you were supposed to do. And number two, don't trust anybody. When it comes to your employees, they are not your family member. In fact, they will even do you more than what you even have in mind that they will do to you. So you just have to be smart and keep a record, if possible. Install a CCTV in your business. If you're the kind of person that is not always there, install a CCTV without even letting them know. I promise you, you are going to realize so many things. You're going to see so many things, and it's not going to be funny. I think my makeup is coming together. What do you think? I think it's nice. Mhm. And if you're a business owner in Nigeria, this 2026, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you, honestly. Lastly, you should take record of everything. When I say everything, I mean every freaking thing. Everything that goes on in the business should be recorded. If possible, get a book, a notebook, record everything when they come to work, what they do when they come to work, like uh, everything. I don't want to start mentioning them. This is actually the first time I've ever tried to yap at my camera. I normally do that in my mirror, and I'm proud I could do this. Honestly, I am. And we're done for the night. I think I am done, and this is what I created. There's no filter. This is my raw camera unfiltered. So, what do you think? Do you think I'm improving? Or not. But actually, I think I am. This is like a very simple makeup and everyday makeup I can go out with. So I think I like it. I like it. So what do you think? Is it nice or what? Bye, guys.